Andrew Kennedy is a professional comedian and knows that telling a joke can be intimidating to the inexperienced. While he considers himself more a storyteller than a joke teller, the overlap enables him to share his tips on sharing a laugh.
For me, I'm more of a storyteller than a joke teller. But the most important thing about telling a joke or a funny story is don't let people know you're telling a joke or a funny story. Just let it happen. Because that's when people can appreciate whatever the punchline will be at the end or the ending of the story. So there's two ways to say a joke. You can sell it or share it. And back when I started in New York City, I got the best piece of advice from a manager at the Broadway Comedy Club that said, share yourself on stage. Don't sell the material. Because when you sell a joke, if people don't get it or they don't like it, then they don't buy it. And you're stuck with a reaction that you were not looking for. Selling means you want people to laugh. And if you share, you're giving people the option to laugh, giggle, not laugh, not understand it, and it's still okay. Every audience is different and jokes are very different. The trick is knowing your audience. You have to have the joke include things that are in the knowledge base of the listener. So when you're telling a joke to kids, it can't be the same thing as you're telling your golf buddies on the course on a sunny afternoon. First of all, because of the vulgarity, probably, and they won't understand the nuances to the story or the joke. Another thing is you need to be comfortable in telling the joke. And that's where you go back to sharing as opposed to selling takes the pressure off of you, because you're just talking. And the best way to do it is not really letting people know that, hey, I am telling you a joke now. You just kind of get into it, and they'll laugh when the punchline comes or at the end of the funny story that you're telling. So what you can try to do is, this is a homework assignment for everybody that wants to tell a story or a joke. And since I'm not a joke teller, I'm not going to give you a particular joke to tell. I want you to try to start telling a joke in the middle of a conversation without people knowing that you're telling a joke. Figure out in your head how you can word it and see what the difference is from the reaction you get at the end of it than if you say, hey, have you heard this one? For kids, I've got 3 kids, and my kids can all tell a great joke. And I'm going to tell one with Nancy, who's behind the camera holding the camera phone. She's very still, I can tell. She's not shaking at all. So I'm going to do one with you, Nancy, and I want you to play along with me. So this is a normal, easygoing joke. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
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 Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Yes.
She's glad. She kept it still the whole time. So that's a child version because, of course, we're doing this for the newspaper. So you can get into whoever your audience is, that's how you structure your joke and how you choose your joke. Which is the reason that when you try to tell a joke at an office party or at a gathering with people that are your peers and your colleagues, won't go over as well as you're doing it with maybe close friends or people that you're in a unique group that you belong to. Because everybody in a corporate environment will be thinking, well, what's the boss thinking? Or should I laugh at this or should I not laugh at this? I think it's funny, but I don't think he or she'll think it's funny. And then you get the nervous energy, and that'll make the joke not work. Nancy did not laugh at the banana joke, but that's because she's an adult and she's not a child. But my point was well made. You're not a professional comedian. I am. And so you might get nervous telling a joke. Honestly, just relax, be yourself, and share. Share the joke, and if it doesn't work, address it. A lot of people that don't, they're not humorists by trade or don't tell jokes a lot, think, well, what do I do if they're not laughing or I forget the punchline? Whatever it is that goes wrong, address it, comment on it, and it disarms the audience from thinking, well, what's going on, or he's nervous, she's nervous. I don't think she knows what she's doing. She's really not funny. She has no business telling a joke. So if something goes wrong, just address it. And then people will probably giggle just from that, and that'll reset you back up to being able to talk about what it was that you wanted to talk about. Really, you just want to make it natural, conversational, and don't let people know where it's going if it is a punchline joke, so that when you get to the punchline, you get the reaction that you want.
For video and more of Andrew Kennedy, go to www.andrewkennedylive.com.